Good morning, everyone. So today is a really exciting day if you're anything like me and interested in what's happening in space and outer space and stars and everything else. I know I'm a biologist, but my first love was space stuff, and I've always loved NASA and the European Space Agency and lots like space movies and things like that. But today is a really exciting day. It is the first time we have a proper picture of deep space. And when I say deep space, I mean deep, 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 deep space, at the furthest possible point we have ever been able to see into outer space, into the cosmos, the universe, whatever way you want to put it. And this is a really big deal. It was kind of released by NASA last night. Obviously, they're in America, so they're a different time zone from us. So it was during the night for us. And there was just one picture released. The rest of them will be properly released today, and they're going to be doing all the like press conferences and interviews and lots more information about what we're actually seeing in this picture today. So that should be going live from about 2:45 p.m. our time. So definitely keep an eye on the NASA page. I will definitely be keeping an eye on it today, and my day's work plan has gone out the window. Anyway, okay, so what is the big deal? Okay, what I'm going to do is share the screen here and tell you a little bit about what the picture is and what it means, and hopefully then that'll give you a bit more of an idea of what's going to be coming up this afternoon and why it is such an amazing feat and such a big deal. So let me see if I can just share this. Okay, now I'll just put me down out of the road. So what I've got here is, on this side, these are some pictures of the James Webb Space Telescope. So this is the telescope that's up in space at the minute. It was launched about 6.5 months ago. And as far as I know, it is about a million miles deep into space. So that's how far away it is, way beyond any version of our atmosphere or our solar system even. It's 1,000,000 miles deep into space, and it is the most advanced telescope we've been able to send up yet to take these amazing pictures. So this is a picture of it whenever it was kind of being built, before it was launched. And this is an artist's conception of what it looks like floating in space at the minute. So what this telescope has been able to do is scan different sections of the cosmos, of outer space, and compile all these different little images into one kind of composite bigger picture. And when I say bigger picture, this is the first image that was released last night. So I will make this a little bit bigger so you can kind of get a bit of an idea. And looking at it, it looks really pretty. You know, there's lots of like stars, and you can see some galaxies and, you know, like lots of pretty lights and things. But this picture is the equivalent of, I think they said, if you lift a grain of sand, put it on the tip of your finger, hold that at arm's length, and then look up into the sky. The amount of sky that little tiny grain of sand takes up, that is the amount of sky that you're looking at here. And in this, we can see thousands of galaxies that we have never seen before. And inside each of those galaxies, there are billions of stars. So we are literally seeing thousands of galaxies, billions of stars that have never been seen before. And the really cool bit is that some of these, the furthest, teeniest, tiniest pinpricks of light that you can see there, are the furthest and oldest galaxies from the very beginning of the universe. The universe is roughly about 13.8 billion years old. Some of the galaxies that we can see in this, they've been able to roughly time to about 13.5 billion years. So some of these galaxies are around from the actual start of the universe. However that actually started, there's a bit of theory on kind of what actually really happened. Was it a big bang? Was it not? These galaxies, some of these galaxies anyway, have been around from the start. And you can see, if I zoom in a little, no matter how much I zoom in, okay, so there's that really big one. I think they haven't released specific detail on the image, but from what I can gather, this big kind of star that you see in the middle is actually the closest galaxy in the picture. And that galaxy cluster is about 4.6 billion years old, which is why it's so close and so bright, because the light hasn't had to travel as far because it's not as old. And so 4.6 billion years old for this. To put that into context, the Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. So this galaxy, this light from this galaxy was shining from before the Earth was even created. So this, we're looking back in time whenever you look at these kinds of pictures. We're looking back to a time in the galaxy or in the universe before the Earth even existed, because this light is older than the Earth. And as I keep going in, you can see lots more of these kind of galaxies, and then different kind of shapes like this, and then these little clusters here. And if I keep going and going and going and going and going, there's not a single patch of this that is completely pure black. All of it has got some sort of white fuzz. And that isn't just a resolution image. They are all individual little galaxies. Each one of those little white dots are galaxies. So there are literally thousands and thousands of galaxies in this image. And another thing you'll see looking at the image is, so you can see some of these really over here, these amazing spiral galaxies and these kind of cool shapes here, and the typical things that we would call stars, which are actually galaxies. It's just the way the light shines from them. But you can kind of see there's a difference in the colors that are there. So some of them have got quite bluish light. Some of them have got this red light, and especially this kind of stretched, bent red light that you can see. And this is related to the Doppler effect. And so you know that kind of sound as something moves past you, that meow sound. So as it gets closer, it goes, and then as it's going past, it's meow. It kind of eases off again. If you ever watch a Big Bang Theory, Sheldon dressed up as the Doppler effect, and he had that kind of zebra stripe outfit. But the Doppler effect can also be seen through light as well. And this is showing us some galaxies that are moving closer to us in the blue light. So things that are coming up with that kind of really blue light are kind of indicating that the light from that galaxy and that galaxy is moving kind of closer to us. Anything from the red light, and this is called the Doppler shift or the red shift. This red light, and especially this kind of bending of this light, is showing that these galaxies are still moving further away. So the universe is still expanding. We're seeing evidence for this here now, that the universe is still expanding. And these galaxies are moving further and further away. So looking at this picture, this is a snapshot of the way the universe was 4.5 to 13.5 billion years ago. Some of these galaxies and stars might not even exist anymore. They could be gone. There could be new stars existing there that we don't know about now. It's just amazing. Like you're literally looking back in time. Every time you look up at our stars and up at our sky and look at the pictures like this, it's just amazing. So that's only like a tiny little bit of the information we've been able to gather from this. There will be loads more stuff coming out today. I think I saw in the press conference they had yesterday with NASA that the resolution from this telescope is so good that they're actually going to be able to start looking at planets around each of these stars within these galaxies. And by looking at the kind of colors of the gas around the planets and the colors of the atmosphere, they can tell what kind of chemicals are in the air around that planet, and that will give us an indication of whether it's likely to be a habitable planet, if you're likely to be able to live there, if there's going to be water and oxygen and carbon dioxide and things for human life or biological life as we know it, or if it's like a gas planet, like the gas planets we have in our solar system. And it's really interesting that we're going to be able to start seeing, you know, that if there are other planets out there like ours, outside of our solar system, outside of our own galaxy, way, way, way into the outer kind of depths of the universe. So yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing when you really think about it, the fact that we've been able to develop equipment that's going to be able to see this, to let us literally look back in time and find all these amazing galaxies that we just maybe had an idea they were there, but were never able to see before. And the resolution is just incredible. It's just incredible. I cannot wait to see the information and the pictures that are going to come back from this galaxy or from this telescope. Fantastic. So yeah, I'll hopefully get a bit more information whenever we get the press release coming again. But in the meantime, enjoy all the pretty pictures that are going to be coming your way. I'm sure it'll be all over the news and all over social media and stuff as well. So enjoy, and I will have lots more information soon, hopefully. Bye.